the scenic city of Irvine, California, it's the USL Championship tonight as Orange County SC welcomes San Antonio to town for a massive game in the Western Conference playoff chase in the USL Championship. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espen, our entire crew, happy to have you with us. The West looks like this at the moment. San Antonio sitting in 5th, just 3 points behind their rivals El Paso Locomotive for the 4th and final home playoff spot in the West. Orange County need a win tonight to propel themselves back into the top 8 and potentially keep this all in their own hands last 2 weeks of the season. Playoff scenarios for both teams, lot to touch on here. Again, a win for Orange County keeps it in their own hands down the stretch. The Switchbacks would drop into 9th place. Oakland and Monterey Bay would be eliminated from playoff contention. And for San Antonio, it's simple. Win tonight, you clinch a playoff berth, and you can just worry about trying to get a home playoff game in the first round down the stretch. Lots of players to look at for player to watch tonight, Ricky, but our Layuna player to watch for Orange County is Tristan Traeger and his recent goal-scoring exploits.
Tristan Traeger's a player for Orange County that has struggled for health and struggled for consistency, but one thing is for certain, that is when he is on the field, he's clinical, he's ruthless, and he gives this Orange County side a little bit of an attacking flair. His movement inside the 18-yard box is really important. Service into Tristan Traeger here at home will give Orange County success, because on the other side, for San Antonio, they have one of, if not the creative player in USL Championship in Jorge Hernandez, the ability to play in between lines, to score goals, to set up assists, voted player of the month in USL Championship. He needs to be the best player on the field if San Antonio want to punch their ticket into the 2025 USL Championship playoffs.
Well, there's only 2 teams on the field tonight, but this game impacts 6 teams in the Western Conference playoff chase in the USL Championship. It doesn't get much bigger than that with just over 2 weeks remaining until the playoffs begin. Kickoff in Irvine's coming up after the break.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
I'm Jay, and as founder of Omega, I understand that as a business owner, you've got a lot in your mind. Let the tax credit ninjas at Omega get you the money. That's rightfully yours. It's not too late to score big on tax credits, but you gotta act fast.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
RAV4 hybrid shoppers, listen up. You're paying more and getting less. The all-new Mazda CX-50 hybrid packs the same Toyota trusted hybrid powertrain, but delivers premium performance and more luxury. Why pay RAV4 prices when you get more with the CX-50 hybrid? And while Toyota dealers struggle with inventory, we have CX-50 hybrids in stock now at Tustin Mazda. Better tech, better value. Skip the wait. Buy a Mazda CX-50 hybrid now at Tustin Mazda. Think hybrid, think Mazda.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by Raising Cane's. Fuel your game day with Raising Cane's. One love. Welcome back, everybody. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espen, our entire crew. Happy to have you with us. The lone game of the night in the USL Championship that has so much at stake in the Western Conference playoff chase. Starting lineups are brought to you by Solfagari Law Firm. Ricky, we start with Danny Stone, who just got a contract extension, and the hosts, Orange County.
Orange County, a 4-4-2 is going to give this side structure defensively, an organization. You look at that back four, they need to be very compact and keeping everything in front of them. You have Kelly and Pinto, that security blanket within that defensive unit, allowing Zubak, Traeger, Hagar, and Ward to be expansive and to be aggressive at really putting pressure on San Antonio.
On the other side of things for San Antonio, Carlos Llamosa's side, it's simple: win, and you're in.
And you're looking at that front three. They need to be very good at understanding the relationships between Grieve, Hernandez, and Hawkinson. Hawkinson might come a little bit deeper and play as almost as a dual 10 with Jorge Hernandez, who is the key to everything going forward for San Antonio, the ability to play in between lines, to combine, and the structure essentially of Hernandez, Soto, and Osorio. They need to do a good job at staying at home and dictating tempo, taking the game away from Orange County.
We mentioned it earlier, there's only 2 teams on the pitch tonight, but the outcome of this game impacts 6 total teams in the Western Conference playoff chase. It's simple for San Antonio, 3 points tonight. They clinch a playoff spot. El Paso would also clinch a playoff spot with a San Antonio win or a draw in this game tonight. A win for Orange County does a few things. It puts them back in the top 8. It puts the Switchbacks out of the top 8, and it would be out of their hands down the stretch. A win for Orange County also eliminates Oakland and Monterey Bay from playoff contention as well, if you've stayed with me so far. Alongside Ricky Lopez-Espert and our entire crew, Sean St. Jacques, happy to have you with us for this all-important Western Conference tilt here tonight. As far as the actual teams are concerned, putting the scenario slightly to the side, Orange County are 9 without a win in the league. They have to turn that around if they are to take a giant step towards the playoffs tonight. San Antonio is winless in their last 3. They haven't scored in their last 3. Carlos Llamosa will hope to turn that around this evening as well. Orange County are in orange, with the orange socks and the black shorts. They're going from left to right. San Antonio are in all white, and our referee is Greg Dopka. A chance to take a look at tonight's keys to the game. They're brought to you by Patterson Auto, and we start with the hosts.
For Orange County, you're looking at Kelly and Pinto to dictate the tempo because Danny Stone wants to be really progressive, how he plays in between lines. And for San Antonio, you just mentioned it, Sean, they've struggled to find the back of the net, so a quick start and being very good defensively in terms of their compactness will give them the best opportunity to pick up 3 points here.
In some ways, San Antonio's had a few chances to clinch over these last couple of weeks, or at least get within striking distance of it. They kind of dragged their feet a bit when it comes to that. It's left up to tonight, and don't want to look too far ahead, but if San Antonio don't clinch tonight, particularly an Orange County win, San Antonio would have to go to Phoenix. Then they need a little bit of help from Orange County at that point to get a little bit more dicey than Carlos Llamosa and company would like if San Antonio do not get an X next to their name at the end of tonight's proceedings.
I had a conversation with Carlos Llamosa today, actually, and we talked about this game and said, how do you attack the remainder of the season? He said, look, we're just looking at this game. We need 3 points. We do not want to leave anything up in the air, so we need to take care of business here on the road, and that's why that quick start is so influential. Good ball.
Could be a chance here for San Antonio in transition. They do have some numbers up ahead. Lay off to the edge of the area. Orange County do get some numbers behind the ball. The cross into the middle, an overhead kick. Does not come off. And Orange County emerge with possession. Mentioned it, 9 without a win in the league for Orange County. Their last win was August 16th, the 1-0 road win at Widener Field over Colorado Springs. They haven't won at home since July 30th, which was a 4-1 win over Phoenix at the time. It's felt like ages since Danny Stone's side have been able to put together a 3-point worthy performance. That's what they're going to need tonight if they are to have it in their own hands in the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Ball over the top here. Oh, it's awkward from Richard Sanchez. Goalkeeper's off his line here as Orange County look to pounce on it, and the shot is blocked out for a corner as San Antonio dodge a major early bullet.
Good recognition from Ben Alcazar here, understanding that is there no pressure on the ball. Now the real estate in behind can be exposed. But if you are Sanchez, you need to be decisive. This ball needs to be cleared out of bounds. No need to try to overcomplicate it, but give credit to San Antonio. The amount of numbers they get behind the ball quickly, denying Orange County the opening goal.
City side fiber corner, Stephen Kelly to take. It's a really good ball in, header to the outskirts of the penalty area, flicked further by Hawkinson. Clipped back in by Ryan Dogman. And the offside flag is up, San Antonio free kick. Gives us time to look at tonight's injury report. It's brought to you by Solfagari Law Firm. Obviously, Duty, McKinnon, more long-term injuries. Cronali and Paredes, some of the notables for San Antonio. The rest of the players listed there, LaCava, Pacheco, Agudelo, Tainter, Flores Blanco, they were all questionable coming into the night. None of them are able to make the squad for Carlos Llamosa. Quite a bit of talent that San Antonio don't have at their disposal, but of course, no excuses, right?
You lose a lot of talent, you lose a lot of experience within that group for Carlos Llamosa, but he has full amount of trust in the players that he has on the field. For San Antonio that we've come to expect over the years. Yes, they're deep, yes, they have experience, and they always have talent. So every single time they walk across that white line, they expect to win.
Sanchez over the top for Hawkinson, who does keep the ball in play. Jorge Hernandez, player of the month for September, has been wonderful as of late for San Antonio. It's out for a throw in front of Danny Stone, who just got a contract extension through the end of next season and is completing his first full year in charge of OCSC. Came in just past the midway point of last year and completely changed Orange County's fortunes. Of course, started last year as the Phoenix head coach. Got Orange County into the playoffs. They advanced through the first round and then were eliminated in an extra time nail-biter at Widener Field against the eventual champion Switchbacks a year ago. San Antonio trying to switch the point of the attack over to this far side where Dogman is patrolling. He's able to serve it upfield. Kelly up ahead, lovely give and go. Kelly has time and space down this far side. Cuts it back. Ball roll as it's poked through to the edge of the 6, and San Antonio give up the corner.
How aggressive San Antonio is electing to come out of the gates. If Orange County is quick and they can play around the corner and be decisive, they can really test the shape of the defensive unit. Kelly, Hagar, Zubak, very comfortable with the ball at their feet in terms of combination play.
Another city side fiber corner, Kelly to deliver. And again, Kelly's ball in. Ooh, it goes right at Sanchez, and he makes the catch in traffic. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team. Play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now.
Just notice the spacing centrally for San Antonio with Soto and Osorio. Throw Nicky Hernandez in there as well, playing 3 across that midfield versus 2 of Orange County. So there is a numerical advantage for Carlos Llamosa. How do you exploit that? And the key to everything will be the spacing of Jorge Hernandez in this half pocket to space. If you can get him on the half turn, the whole game will start to open up for the visiting side.
Miscued touch by Harvey Neville on this near side gives Orange County the throw. And Mahamadou War cannot keep the ball in play. The last time these two teams met, you go back to September 20th. It was in Texas, and it was a 3-1 San Antonio win at the time. 2 goals from Jorge Hernandez. Pacheco on the score sheet as well. As a matter of fact, the all-time series between these two, it's very tight. Both teams are tied with 5 wins each. The other 6 have all been draws. So it's quite literally locked up even in the all-time series. Reset for Colin Shuttler. This is Nico Benalcazar. Benalcazar's switch out to the far side. And a long diagonal ball over the top, looking for War on this near side. He is able to corral it. And the cross into the middle is going to be headed out of play for yet another corner for Orange County.
What we've seen with Orange County, especially when building out of the back, how comfortable they are at changing the point of attack. First it's Benalcazar, now it's Kelly dropping a little bit deeper. So if you are San Antonio, that's 2 times now in the first 10 minutes that you've gotten beaten over the top. You need to drop and eliminate that space behind you.
Kelly's had a couple of good tries so far from the city side fiber corner. At the near post, Zubak tried to get on the end of it. Ricochets away and San Antonio clear it. Orange County recycle. Hagard played that ball up ahead, had all 3 assists. Orange County's 3-3 draw at New Mexico last time out. Got Player of the Week honors for that performance. That falls kindly for Traeger. Could be a chance here for Orange County to move it up the other end again. War on the near side. Cross into the middle is dangerous, and San Antonio get it to the edge of the area. And then a sidewinding volley from just behind the penalty spot is caught out of the air by Sanchez.
As War staying as wide as he possibly can, now he creates a little bit of separation. Good ball in, right on top of that 6-yard box, but you need someone slashing across Sanchez and towards that near post, because if you do, for Orange County, it's the opening goal. A dangerous start to that action makes San Antonio a lot more comfortable defending it with no movement ahead of the ball.
San Antonio do well there to play through the Orange County pressure. This is Hawkinson, reverse ball for Hernandez. Jorge Hernandez onto this near side when San Antonio were nearly in. The chance is spurned over the top, and Orange County are not thrilled with the way they handled that defensively.
Really well done from the visiting side. Quick, decisive. Hawkinson, Jorge Hernandez dropping a little bit deeper. But as this ball's coming to Nicky Hernandez, all he's trying to do is just open up his body and bend it towards that far post, but gets his balance all off, and that's why it goes up and over the crossbar.
Jorge Hernandez is second coming into the night in the USL Championship with 60 chances created. Just got a little glimpse there of what he's capable of.
Just so influential, Jorge Hernandez, of what San Antonio want to do going forward. Every single time he gets into that final third, it's his composure to make the right decision at the right time. Such a special player for Carlos Hermosa.
Guimaraes, lovely switch of play onto the far side. And that is going to be more of a shot than a cross. And Sanchez parried that over the top. I do wonder if maybe the assistant got involved there over the decision as well.
Dime of a ball here from Guimaraes, right on the foot of Chris Hagard. And Hagard does a really good job at taking the space and just trying to lift it towards that far post. Awkward from Sanchez. Really difficult to tell from that angle if he did make a touch on that ball and push it up and over.
I think that's what I was referring to. I think the assistant may have overruled the center referee there and said that Sanchez did not touch that. Even on the replay, that was tough to tell, to be fair to our officiating crew. That's a poor pass, though, from Nicky Hernandez. Orange County win it back, and then Hernandez does well to get San Antonio back on it. Remember, of course, it's a big game for these two teams, of course, as far as the playoffs are concerned, but 4 other teams are impacted by the outcome of this game. We'll be keeping the scenarios as up to date as we can throughout the night. Look at the last challenge here.
Nice little pocket of space from Grieve as he drops off. Hawkinson pulls out Ben Alcazar. And those are the areas that you can really manipulate that central location if you are San Antonio, just because you have more numbers in that location of the field.
Guimaraes. The hold-up play by Zubak. Kelly. Was that a foul there? Referee had a really good look at that, says no. And San Antonio looked to break up the other end with Hawkinson. And he's dispossessed. Kelly for War on the near side. Hamadou War into the heart of the penalty area. And in the end, San Antonio with a heavy challenge, they're able to clear it. There's a player down on the back end of that sequence here. Osorio maybe got the worst of that. And San Antonio are not happy with the referee here over a lack of card.
Again, changing the point of attack for Orange County, causing some issues for San Antonio, but it's a heavy touch here from Tristan Traeger. Notice how this ball pops off his chest. Osorio doing a good job at closing down the space. And it's this foul, from Stephen Keller that comes in and catches Osorio late. The argument for every single player for San Antonio is that the studs are exposed and it is a little bit late. Good decision for Greg Dobkin not to book Stephen Kelly, but just have that conversation saying he's walking a very fine line for the remainder of this game.
As that conversation continues, we tell you that Orange County Soccer Club is back in action at the Champ this Saturday, October 18th. It's the final beer fest of the season. You won't want to miss it as the County Boys take on Lou City. Head to orangecountysoccer.com/tickets to grab your tickets today. Add that game to the list of big games coming up at the weekend, as Greg Dobka has a word there with Vuk Latenovic. The fact that there's been some physical moments already is certainly not a surprise. There's desperation for both of these teams involved tonight. San Antonio already are a physical team. They actually lead the league in yellow cards picked up this season, with 87 coming into tonight. We've had a few flashpoints already.
Latenovic comes off of his line. Really aggressive as a center back. Greg Dobka, yet again, really good positioning from the referee to see it the whole way through. Now it's a challenge for the referee not to let this thing get out of hand. You see him having conversations with the players.
We were speaking earlier of scenarios. If the game were to finish in a tie, El Paso would still clinch a playoff spot. San Antonio would not clinch, but they'd be on the doorstep of doing so. Oakland and Monterey Bay would stay alive, at least until the weekend, and Colorado Springs would keep it in their own hands over Orange County for that 8th and final playoff spot for now. Neville, meanwhile, trying to curl in a ball in behind. It goes all the way out of play. The USL on CBS Sports Network closes out October with a championship Western Conference showdown. Playoff-bound New Mexico United take on Oakland Roots SC. It's this Sunday, October 19th, 5 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. I know you and I are looking forward to that one, Ricky. That should be another entertaining match in the West.
Two teams that are probably watching this one, trying to figure out where they end up after this result.
Orange County on the attack here. Ooh, was in behind for Mahamadou War, just out of his reach.
The outside backs for San Antonio need to do a better job at staying connected with their back line, but also being aware of where the weak side run is coming, specifically Harvey Neville. War is having so much success getting in behind him. If this ball is a tad bit lighter, now you're really putting pressure on Sanchez, because that is a really good idea from Tristan Traeger, and it's a 2v1 in favor of Orange County at that back post.
Orange County again putting some pressure on this San Antonio back line. A bit awkward there to Sanchez. And eventually San Antonio just lofted over the top, but they cannot hold on to it. Another chance for Orange County to try to maraud down this far side. Eventually switch the point of the attack. All the way back to Benalcazar. Now Kelly. War for Guimaraes, who's forced back. Latenovic out wide. Neville lets that run out of play in front of Carlos Llamosa. His first season in charge of San Antonio, trying to right last season's wrong. Of course, San Antonio did not make the playoffs in 2024, ending quite a long stretch where they were constantly there and making deep runs year in and year out. Be a heck of an achievement if San Antonio were to close it out tonight and get back to the playoffs. And then obviously, if they do clinch tonight, it sort of opens up a path for them to really start looking up at the teams ahead of them, like El Paso, maybe even New Mexico, trying to get themselves into a home playoff seeding. This could be a chance here. As it ricochets towards Shuttler. That was a brief opening for Alex Grieve after the good work from Hawkinson, but Shuttler is there and he outlets. And then it's a foul and a free kick for the hosts at the halfway line. There is Coach Llamosa. He's done a wonderful job so far this season. And again, 3 points tonight. And San Antonio, along with El Paso, would clinch a playoff berth officially.
Carlos Llamosa has done a fantastic job at recreating the identity for San Antonio under Alan Marcina, more of a direct, physical, kind of rumble and tumble kind of team. But now they want to put the ball on the deck. They want to play. They want to combine. What has really hindered San Antonio is just the inconsistency, not only within their performances, but also within the availability of their players. We looked at the list here tonight. A lot of big-time players on the roster that are unable to step foot on this field. If you can get your big-time players clicking and in a rhythm in a playoff run, no one wants to see this San Antonio side, specifically in the Western Conference.
Well, that was a clear shirt pull, and Greg Dopka this time is going to go to the pocket and give Tristan Traeger a yellow card.
A bit of frustration here from Tristan Traeger, unable to get in a rhythm. Denial of a transitional moment right in front of Greg Dopka, deserving of a yellow card, no question whatsoever.
That is the first booking of the night for either side, 23 minutes nearly in. Great point you made, by the way, Ricky. Alan Marcina and the impact he had at this San Antonio club. That's a tough act to follow. Carlos Llamosa has done the job so far. It's time to tell you, if you want to rep OCSC, then stop by the team shop in the fan zone to pick up your official Orange County SC jerseys today, including the Country Roads, Saddleback Mountain, and Back to Blue. Available for adult, women, and kids right now. Ooh, high boot there. And San Antonio are in the face of Greg Dopka, who does not appreciate that. But to be fair, Greg Dopka does have a pretty important decision to make here after Almir Soto got the brunt of that challenge.
Just watch how high the right boot is of Pinto here. As this ball comes out, studs are exposed. What will save him here is he pulls it down at the last second. Notice how aggressively he comes, but right now actually makes contact with the knee of Soto. Yeah, best look at it here. It is a high boot. It is a foul. Will not be surprised if we see him see yellow here. But will save the center midfielder for Orange County is that he curls his leg and pulls it back and ultimately makes contact with Soto's leg.
Of course, Carlos Llamosa is concerned, as is everyone here, hoping that Soto's okay. And then, of course, will Greg Dopka go back to his pocket here as well? That's another discussion that San Antonio's continuing to have with the head official here as we speak. Good to see Soto back up onto his feet. Doesn't appear that Greg Dopka's going to pull out a yellow card here, or anything else for that matter. And San Antonio are going to set up their free kick.
I have to imagine Greg Dopka did see the pullback from Pinto. Foul, yes, 100%. Again, no VAR here in USL Championship, so whatever Greg Dopka decides will ultimately stand.
Yep, good point. Speaking of making good decisions, Jorge Hernandez tends to make right decisions on these set piece opportunities. He stands over this one for San Antonio. What could he conjure up here? He puts it towards goal, and on that particular occasion, nothing comes of it.
Just tries to catch Shuttler cheating off of his line. It'd be a bit cheeky. Jorge Hernandez definitely has it in his locker, as everyone thinks this ball is going to be whipped in, allowing his teammates to try to get on the end of it. You have to come up with something spectacular from that distance.
San Antonio try to put some pressure on Orange County. They loft it over the top. They do win the second ball in the middle of the San Antonio half, but they don't keep it for very long. The ball actually pinballs around a bit here. Eventually, the referee blows for a free kick. I was going to say, it looked like he actually gave it to San Antonio initially. The referee has changed it, and it is an Orange County free kick. I think that was an apology from Greg Dopka there. I think he pointed in the wrong direction. In the end, it is a free kick to the hosts, and Dogman resets to Shuttler.
Just noticed when building out, Stephen Kelly is almost playing as a third center back on the ball right now. That allows the two outside backs, Guimaraes and Dogman, to be really aggressive, allowing the two outside midfielders to be expansive as well.
Guimaraes. We had good shape on that ball in behind, nobody in an orange shirt to attack it, and it's a goal kick. watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DNA, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Charleston Battery taking on Birmingham Legion, Saturday, October 25th, 5 p.m. Eastern on 2DNA. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. That'll be the last major match day of the regular season in the USL Championship. Still so much to decide. Moore has some time to make up his mind here. He'll look to switch it to the far side. The ball comes up short. Pinto resets. Guimaraes. Kelly. The layoff for Dogman. Hagar and Pinto linking up. Ben Alcazar. And Guimaraes is forced back towards the halfway line. Kelly plays it out of play, not on the same page with Dogman.
Nice.
Well, we did mention Ryan Dogman, but we didn't mean we were going to do this, but...
You have your Halloween costume picked out?
I might be inspired by the Minion look here. I don't know. Still have a little bit of time to make the final call on that. With all due respect to the owner, I think the dog's actually pulling it off a little bit better.
100%. No question whatsoever.
"15 minutes plus stoppage time left in the first half. Kelly does really well, couldn't quite fit the pass all the way through. San Antonio closed the gap. Hernandez. Certainly looking for a foul there. And after the play develops, Greg Dopka does bring it back.
Just the positioning of Jorge Hernandez is causing issues for Orange County. This is a center back, Ben Alcazar, right around that halfway mark. It's a little bit of contact for Jorge Hernandez, makes the most of it with his experience, just trying to force Greg Dopka to make a decision. Need to be a bit smarter if you are Ben Alcazar. If you do step into that middle third, you need to win the ball. You cannot engage in anything silly because this San Antonio side, very good at the dark arts.
Soto takes it short. Back for Dolan-Meyer.
Just notice, Sean, as Soto and Azario, they're sitting maybe about 10 yards ahead of their two center backs. That is exactly where Stephen Kelly and Pinto are as well. They're actually drawing out that middle third of Orange County, opening up space for Jorge Hernandez.
Mohamedou War. And the feed from Guimaraes is behind Pinto. For Latinovic. Ben Alcazar. War's cross into the middle is dangerous, but again, San Antonio are able to clear it. Pinto tries to follow up. Touched forward for Jorge Hernandez. Soto. Dolan-Meyer has to make up his mind quickly and clears it away, but out of play.
Soto needs to continue with his momentum and change a point of attack, continue to go out the other way. You put Dolan-Meyer in a really difficult spot as you play it negative, especially with the pressure oncoming of Orange County.
We've certainly had a couple of half chances so far, but no real definitive opportunities yet. was a foul and a free kick, and then Orange County tried to just get on with it to try to show the referee that San Antonio didn't get out of the way, and now the ball's back into play. Benalcazar just about slithered that through, and then Dolan Meyer commits a foul. Dolan Meyer's just coming back from being called up from Dominican Republic men's national team.
Good idea from Benalcazar, not enough pace on the ball, as Tristan Traeger does a good job at taking his touch away from Dolan Meyer. Just mistimes his challenge.
You don't have to tell this man twice how important this game is. He'll be thrilled, of course, that he's been extended in his contract through the end of next year, but there's business to be taken care of in the here and now. And only a win for Orange County puts it in their hands as far as making the playoffs in the final 2 weeks of the season. The good news for Orange County is they're at home the rest of the way in the regular season tonight, and then they host Louisville and Indy in the final 2 weeks of the season here at the Champ. So it's all there for Orange County to get the wins they need to clinch a playoff berth.
That is a great ball from Guimaraes.
Now a chance for Pinto. Dogman down the line. Haggard for Benalcazar. Guimaraes into the middle, and San Antonio eventually will nudge it back into the hands of Sanchez.
We're seeing Orange County sort of struggle when progressing through that middle third into that final third. There's no real pocket presence to really cause some issues for San Antonio. You need Chris Haggard to get on the ball a little bit more, be more influential. If you do that, now that gives Ethan Zubak and Tristan Traeger the ability to play off the shoulder of the two center backs.
You see there the early returns as far as shots and shots on target. Both of Orange County's shots have been on target. None of the first three from San Antonio have been. Again, San Antonio is trying to break a near 3.5 game stretch without a goal. Well, the stats would tell you that San Antonio would really want to get a lead at the half. They're actually unbeaten in their last 39 league games when they have a halftime lead. It goes all the way back to October of 2021. 34 out of 39 are victories, by the way.
Efficient.
San Antonio will get a throw in just to the left of Danny Stone on the near side. Good step there by Zubak. Hasn't had much of a touch yet, Zubak. 11 goals this season for Orange County. He's actually the third Orange County player ever to score double-digit goals in back-to-back seasons. As one of his teammates is down here away from the play, Tristan Traeger, who, my goodness, we know his history of injuries, whether it's been with Monterey Bay or his season this year in the USL Championship as well. That's the last thing that Danny Stone and these fans want to see.
He's missed 10 games due to injury. Tristan Traeger, especially coming off of a brace against New Mexico. Orange County fans thought they started to turn the corner with Ethan Zubak and Tristan Traeger, the two pairing that leads the attack for Orange County. Not what you want. If you are Danny Stone, not only do you lose a talented player, but you lose experience.
Well, we'll see if Danny Stone's hand will be forced here. Traeger is still being looked at out in the middle of the Orange County half.
Just look at the bench for Orange County. Cameron Dunbar still looking to come in. You can put Chris Haggard a little bit higher, bring in Kevin Partita. A lot of things that Danny Stone can elect to do. And Tristan Traeger cannot continue anymore.
I mentioned the 11 goals from Ethan Zubak. No one else actually has more than 4 in this Orange County setup, and mentioned that he's the 3rd player in the team's history to have back-to-back double-digit goal seasons. The last player to do that, by the way, Orange County fans may remember, was Milan Olaski, 2022 and 2023. And we have just been given word, I should say, and you can see him actually behind Danny Stone here. Cameron Dunbar, he's getting prepared to replace Tristan Traeger.
Frustration for Orange County and Tristan Traeger, especially with how massive of a match this is. You want your best players on the field, but as he cannot continue on, Cameron Dunbar comes on. Very 1v1 oriented player, very quick, very sneaky and tricky. 2 goals already on the season. Look for him to get up to rhythm. Playing him into this game and getting him up to tempo will be top priority for Orange County.
Well, all we could hope is that it's not a long-term issue for Tristan Traeger. That is the end of his night. And he is replaced by Cameron Dunbar, who has scored 2 league goals this season for Danny Stone's men. It is a Metaquip substitution, turning setbacks into comebacks. Reyes plays it all the way back to Shuttler. 5 minutes and stoppages still to play. First half here at the Champ in Irvine. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez Espin, our entire crew. This game means a ton to both teams playing it and 4 other teams watching it in the Western Conference this evening. Chance for both San Antonio and El Paso to clinch playoff berths with a San Antonio win. Orange County trying to get a win to get into the top 8, as it's a chance here for Hawkinson to take aim. He could not put it on target, no deflection, and it's a goal kick. Now, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XMFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XMFC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Pinto up ahead. Hold up play from Zubak. Played back for Benalcazar.
Get a different relationship between Dunbar and Ethan Zubak on that top line for Orange County. Ethan Zubak, he's going to come to feet a little bit more, be that hold-up number 9, allowing Dunbar to make those darting runs in behind, so you have a player that's comfortable with the ball at his feet next to a very direct and vertical runner.
Sanchez clears it upfield. The second ball is one off the ricochet by Hernandez. This is Hawkinson. He crosses blocked out for a San Antonio throw. I wonder if there was a hint at a foul throw there. Danny Stone was asking the 4th official. It was not given. Lovely ball into that pocket there as San Antonio look to thread the needle, and in the end it's just not quite there, as Guimaraes does well to try to alleviate the pressure. He was fouled earlier in his run, and it's a free kick.
Good refereeing from Greg Dobka to see if there's any sort of advantage given. When there's not, you pull it back. But good feet from the young right back, Guimaraes.
Guimaraes has already been getting call-ups with the U.S. Youth national team at the under-17 level in his early career. Chance here on the turn. Grieve couldn't pick out a pass here. War steps in front of Neville. It's a lovely ball sent upfield here for Hagart. Hagart assesses the scene. Pass in behind is touched away. San Antonio try to clear it, but it's won back by the aforementioned Guimaraes. Kelly clipping one over the top, and the header goes out of play as the offside flag goes up, and we enter 3 added minutes at the end of the half in Irvine. Stoppage time is brought to you by the Solfagari law firm. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek is your ticket to great seats. Here is War to the byline. He fizzes one across. It did not take a deflection, and it's a goal kick.
Just needs to be a bit cleaner for Orange County. Over the last 10 minutes or so, doing a good job of getting themselves into that final third, but that last action, not efficient enough. Really well done for making Harvey Neville backtrack, but you need to get your right foot wrapped around it and give your teammates a chance.
It's been rather cagey this first half. It almost kind of feels a little bit like a playoff game with two teams trying to feel each other out in the opening moments, and in this case, the opening half.
Especially with the amount of pressure and how influential this game can be in the playoff picture. A lot of the times games like this, they're decided on mental errors or little minute details, winning your individual duels in the boxes, making the right decision, no silly mistakes, or just someone producing a little bit of individual magic.
Hernandez got himself in a bit of a trap there, but then the pass is given away by Osorio. And Orange County have about a minute to try to create a chance up the other end. Benalcazar for Guimaraes. Ooh, not the best of passes there, was just out of reach. However, Pinto is there to help out. Orange County could still create something here. Zubac for Guimaraes. Final seconds of the half. Mohamedou War. Trying to survey the scene, forced back to Benalcazar. And Latenovic pass it over the halfway line as the first half comes to a close here at the Champ. Well, no score yet between Orange County and San Antonio, and this game means all so much, and really haven't had too many key looks or big-time clear-cut chances either, but there's still, of course, a massive second 45 still to come. As it stands, Oakland and Monterey Bay are safe. There's still 45 minutes to go. We will see how all the scenarios develop in that important second half, which is still to come. We'll take a quick break. We'll look around the rest of the USL Championship after the break.
Why is Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? It's because we only bottle the best alpine spring water, less than 1.5 miles from the natural spring source. And we're committed to preserving and managing those springs to ensure that they stay pristine. So when you want the best water nature has to offer, the choice is crystal clear. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Always bottled at the natural spring source.
RAV4 hybrid shoppers, listen up. You're paying more and getting less. The all-new Mazda CX-50 hybrid packs the same Toyota trusted hybrid powertrain, but delivers premium performance and more luxury. Why pay RAV4 prices when you get more with the CX-50 hybrid? And while Toyota dealers struggle with inventory, we have CX-50 hybrids in stock now at Tustin Mazda. Better tech, better value. Skip the wait. Buy a Mazda CX-50 hybrid now at Tustin Mazda. Think hybrid, think Mazda.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
Halftime here in Irvine, no score between Orange County and San Antonio. Still a big second half to come. Some halftime entertainment in the meantime. At the moment, we get to look at Goal of the Week and Save of the Week nominees. But first, the September Player of the Month, San Antonio's Jorge Hernandez.
Final push for San Antonio. Drama gave it up. Top of the box this drive, tacks on one more. Sweet stroke from Hernandez, who grabs himself a brace.
Warren Hernandez, Jorge Hernandez! That magic left foot is magical again, and it's goal number 11 for Jorge Hernandez, and San Antonio FC's back up by 2.
Wilson to the back post. McFadden, it's parried away by Campisi.
Islam's chipping it to the far post. There's a header and a save from Derek. A double save from Derek.
Roma has a lot of room to operate. Roma back across the middle. Thompson just got enough of it.
Here's Fuson, has been in good form for Rhode Island. J.J. Williams scores brilliantly to put Rhode Island in front.
Plays to an open Bonner in the left channel. He sends it through. Shot and goal.
Super goal.
And that's what they were looking for.
Looking to take the lead here before half. Cuts it back. Here's Kelly atop the 18. Kelly with a worldie.
Coming up on a couple of milestones. He's already the all-time leader in minutes. Las Vegas Lights. Strogo floats this one in. Stojanovic looking for the top corner. What a finish that is.
It's great to win against an MLS team, but we'll do that any Wednesday, any Saturday.
It's our house. No one comes into our house and beats us.
If you're against us, it's not going to be good for you.
But if you're with us, it's the greatest day you ever had.
The Kings of Chaos strike again.
It creates such a loud environment, flags waving, chants.
When the team plays, it's like we're going into battle with them. It's always sort of that New Mexico underdog story just waiting to happen.
Leans back, hits one. What a hit! Here's Wilson. He stays out, and the Roots have a lead.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
I'm Jay, and as founder of Omega, I understand that as a business owner, you've got a lot in your mind. Let the tax credit ninjas at Omega get you the money. It's rightfully yours. It's not too late to score big on tax credits, but you gotta act fast.
Halftime here in Irvine. No score yet between Orange County and San Antonio in the USL Championship tonight. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espen, our entire crew. Happy to have you with us. We get a chance to look around the league here at halftime. We start, of course, with a second consecutive Players' Shield clinch for Louisville City. We've still just lost 1 regular season game all year. And of course, Luke Spencer's Tulsa have claimed the #1 seed overall in the West. They'll host throughout the Western Conference playoffs.
Surprise of the season for me. SC Tulsa sitting at the #1 spot in the Western Conference. Don't think anyone had that on their bingo card. What they did have is Rubio Rubin come in and make an impact for Charleston Battery, not only in the USL Championship, but for his country as well, Guatemala, in the 2026 World Cup qualifying against Suriname and El Salvador.
There have been USL players all over those World Cup qualifiers, so keep an eye on that as it goes into November. Upcoming schedule, obviously a big game on Friday, CBS Sports Golazo Network. Much needed 3 points for their Lexington. They really need to get back on track against Sac Republic. Detroit needed badly on Louisville, also CBS Sports Golazo. So just about every game to look forward to tonight and, of course, this weekend as well. Gnarly takes you into this break. We'll have highlights, stats on the second half kick coming up next.
Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. With Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Why is Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? It's because we only bottle the best Alpine spring water, less than 1.5 miles from the natural spring source. And we're committed to preserving and managing those springs to ensure that they stay pristine. So when you want the best water nature has to offer, the choice is crystal clear. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Always bottled at the natural spring source.
RAV4 hybrid shoppers, listen up. You're paying more and getting less. The all-new Mazda CX-50 hybrid packs the same Toyota trusted hybrid powertrain, but delivers premium performance and more luxury. Why pay RAV4 prices when you get more with the CX-50 hybrid? And while Toyota dealers struggle with inventory, we have CX-50 hybrids in stock now at Tustin Mazda. Better tech, better value. Skip the wait. Buy a Mazda CX-50 hybrid now at Tustin Mazda. Think hybrid, think Mazda.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by the Noah Benadou Foundation. Once again, the Noah Benadou Foundation wants to remind fans to never drive drunk and get home safely. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espin back here with you. 0-0 at the half between Orange County and San Antonio. Only game of the night in the USL Championship as we take a look back at the first half highlights. And we begin, Ricky, with a bit of an awkward San Antonio moment at the back.
Good ball over the top from Ben Alcazar, and as Sanchez comes off of his line, almost makes a mess of this. And you have to give credit to the back line of San Antonio, recognizes that mistake and quickly get players behind the ball. But as a goalkeeper, there's no need to try to play this out. You just need to clear your lines, or again, good commitment to do defensive work for Carlos Fimosa and company, who I thought started this game in a really positive fashion. Put the ball across that face of the 6-yard box, but no one makes that near post run. And in the end, it's an easy save for Sanchez. But you need to have more ruthless, more killer mentality to try to get on the end of that service.
It really felt like Orange County got out to a positive start. Everyone here, including the Dogs, were enjoying the early positive play, but then it kind of fizzled out after that. San Antonio, so look at the halftime stats, didn't have any shots on target in the first half. You saw one of Orange County's shots on target, and there wasn't really much behind it.
If you are Danny Stone, possession with a purpose now is the next step, because you had majority of the ball, majority of the chances, but you need to be a bit more clinical in that final third. And for Carlos Fimosa, especially on that front line, you need more of a vertical threat. Everything was in front of this back line of Orange County.
Just again to look at the Western Conference standings, if it were to end in a draw, then a couple of things would happen. Oakland and Monterey Bay would still be alive for a playoff spot, and of course we just showed you they have a couple of potential huge games coming up on Saturday. Colorado Springs would have it in their own hands for that 8th and final playoff spot, just ahead of Orange County. San Antonio would not clinch a playoff spot. El Paso would clinch a playoff spot if it stays like this right now. And of course, if that changes, we will update it for you the best we can. There's a lot of scenarios. Again, 6 teams are impacted directly by the outcome of this game tonight. This is the game in hand left in the Western Conference for these two teams. After that, 2 games left for everybody. over the last couple of weeks of October and then gearing up for November and what should be a fantastic set of weeks in the USL Championship playoffs. I could sense, Ricky, and I think a lot of people at home would sense it as well, that there weren't really a lot of cutthroat moments, not a lot of big-time chances in that first half. It felt a little bit, dare I say, passive at times. Certainly both teams look to address that in the second half.
It seemed like this game could not get out of gear one, so if you are Danny Stone and Carlos Fumosa, the challenge for these players is just to produce some magic. Go out and show me. For San Antonio, try to punch your ticket into the playoffs. You need your big-time players to produce.
Teams switch sides at the start of the second half. San Antonio gets the second 45 rolling. They're going from left to right here at the Champ in Irvine, California. Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez-Espin, our entire crew. As always, it is a pleasure to be with you. The game means so much to these two teams. A win clinches a playoff berth for San Antonio. It also would clinch a playoff berth for El Paso Locomotive. A win for Orange County would end Oakland and Monterey Bay's playoff hopes, and it would be in Orange County's hands down the stretch just ahead of the champion Switchbacks for that final playoff spot. Ball is served up ahead by Dolenmeyer. Orange County have it covered. Pinto tries to chest it down. And it's sent towards the halfway line where Osorio regains it for San Antonio. And the ball goes out of play on the far side. San Antonio's trying to clinch a playoff berth after missing the playoffs last season. By the way, El Paso, remember, they also missed the playoffs a year ago. They actually finished dead last in the Western Conference of the USL Championship. So if they clinch as well, not just a feather in the cap for Carlos Fumosa. I have to give a lot of credit to what Wilmer Cabrera has been able to do. The kind of midway point of last season where he tried to just, dare I say, keep El Paso on the tracks. They'll do better than that. And of course, Locomotive will have a chance, I should say, be in the mix to clinch a home playoff berth as well. This is an awkward ball in behind here. Not the best of headers either, but it does the job. And San Antonio are trying to play their way out here. Then the pass goes out of play. Danny Stone appreciates the aggressiveness, but it's a San Antonio throw.
Big difference to start the second half for Orange County. Very, very aggressive. Notice the amount of numbers in the attacking half of their field trying to squeeze and keep this game deep into their attacking phase.
Dogman was putting a little bit of pressure on there. Then it is a San Antonio free kick. Look there at the all-time series, which we hinted at earlier, tends to be so tight when these teams get together. It's dead even as far as wins, and then of course those 6 draws in the all-time series. It's been a rather tight and methodical first half and change so far. For those just joining us as well, we should mention that Tristan Traeger left the game early with an injury. We hope that he's okay for the long term. He was replaced by Cameron Dunbar. Nicky Hernandez threads the needle. San Antonio in behind here. The shot is blocked on the edge of the 6. And then it's a clumsy little nudge in the back that sees Orange County alleviate the pressure.
It's really well done from San Antonio. First, it starts with the ability to play out of the back from Dolenmeyer. And this run from Grieve as he pulls out Pinto, that allows Nicky Hernandez just to go and search the ball. As this ball's a little bit behind Jorge Hernandez, it allows Orange County to come across and close down that angle. But those are the areas of the field that you can really expose this Orange County back line, because that front line is going and leaving a massive gap centrally within their defensive set.
Well, somehow that ball rolled almost all the way through, and Orange County have a chance here. Hagar tries to thread the needle. The shot is on target, but Sanchez is able to make the save off of Cameron Dunbar's attempt.
Good decision from Hagart. As why he thinks this ball is going to go wide. Just notice where their center back is pointing, center of your screen right now. And as he's so aware with Dogman, that opens up the spot for Cameron Dunbar. Good first touch out of his body, but straight at Sanchez.
Chris Hagart's also in the top 10 in the league in chances created. He has 49 coming into the night and had those 3 assists at New Mexico last time out.
Great touch.
Wonderful touch. Keep Orange County moving in the right direction here. Dunbar. Ooh, was that off the hand? Orange County appealing for a penalty. Greg Dobka, referee, says no. And then San Antonio give the ball away again, high up the field. Pinto. Laid it off for Hagart. This is Kelly. Ooh, and Kelly tried a little outside of the boot pass in behind. It could still fall for an opportunity here for Orange County. The cross takes a deflection, and Sanchez makes the stop. The sequence ends with a foul and a free kick. Dogman for Hagart. Chris Hagart lays it off, and again the chance at the edge of the area rolls in softly for Sanchez.
Fantastic defensive effort from Nicky Hernandez. That is a responsibility for a center midfielder. As your back line is retreating, you need to cover top of the 18-yard box. Well done.
Similarly to the first half, Orange County have been aggressive in the opening moments of the second half. If they hurry, they have numbers here with Hagart leading the break. He plays a wonderful ball in behind here. Goalkeeper commits, gets the ball. It ricochets out for Hagart again. Hagart lines it up, he lays it off for a chance here. That's volleyed over the top by Kelly and out of play. And Sanchez and San Antonio survive.
Notice this run from Ethan Zubak centrally. He pulls out both defenders, and that opens this ball into Cameron Dunbar, but you need to be cleaner if you are Dunbar. There is no way that this ball should end up with a shot from about 25 yards out. It's a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. If you have a cleaner first touch, hit it right there. No need to try to take that second touch, but give credit to Sanchez. Really well done by the goalkeeper to come up big and keep this game 0-0.
Talk about the fine margin. Sanchez gets it spot on for San Antonio inside the 18-yard box. Zubak allowed Hagart to put it on a plate for Dunbar.
And it's back-to-back actions that Chris Hagart makes the right decision just through being patient. Watch out.
Dogman did well initially. The cross is deflected out of play.
Chris Hagart is just so influential when he does come centrally because he has the whole field in front of him. He has 3 options. You can go solo, you can play it left, you can play it right. Here, Danny Stone. Getting him more touches higher up the field will set you up for success.
Fourth corner for Orange County. Kelly will take it. Corners are brought to you by Cityside Fiber. Kelly's ball in. Ooh, Sanchez. We got fingertips to that. Then there was a foul on the back end. It's a free kick. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select is the player's choice.
Again, right side of your screen, Jorge Hernandez in acres of space, especially with how high Pinto and Stephen Kelly are sitting. You can bypass that initial line of pressure. San Antonio can really put some pressure on this back line of Orange County.
It's played to Buckmaster on this near side as Orange County apply more pressure here. Dangerous ball played to the edge of the area. Then it's a bit awkward. It bounces awkwardly in the 18-yard box. And again, San Antonio are having trouble getting this clear. Hagar brings it forward. Was there a foul inside the area? Referee says no. Even Danny Stone was asking the questions there. And it's a clean challenge from Kelly on the back end. Benalcazar resets to Shuttler as the game goes up a few notches here in intensity. Far side, Cameron Dunbar. Goes back over the halfway line to Guimaraes. Beautiful switch of play onto this near side. Dogman. Hagar on the overlap. Back to Dogman. Back to Hagar, whose shot is blocked. Orange County win it back quickly here. Pinto trying to poke it through the lines here. He follows up again, Pinto, and slips over the ball. And then it goes out of play for a throw-in on the near side. Orange County continuing to turn the screws here.
No blood in the water, this Orange County side. And Danny Stone as well, how quickly he tried to recover this ball to get it back into play. Finding the momentum.
Dogman. Little layoff for Kelly. War on the far side. And it's good build up here from Orange County. Benalcazar. Let me get to the edge of the 18-yard box. A collision there. Danny Stone wants a foul on this near side. He does not get it. Dogman is down holding his mouth. Danny Stone tells you what he thinks about it. It's a San Antonio throw.
It's the right elbow area of Nicky Hernandez here as it is extended away from the body. This will give us a good look at it here. It's a foul. It's away from his body and catches Dogman straight in the mouth. That is exactly why Danny Stone having a very animated conversation with our fourth official. There's a difference between having your arms up and protecting yourself, but once you have that extension away from your body, that is where you get in trouble.
Remember, Carlos Llamosa had a couple of words with the fourth official over some physical play in the first half. Now Danny Stone's turn to have his 2 cents as San Antonio look to bring this forward on the far side. The layoff here for Osorio. Orange County were able to get back and reset from Buckmaster. Played square for Soto. Little poke to the edge of the area, and on the follow-up, the shot goes right down the heart of the goal and is held onto by Shuttler. Well, Orange County Soccer Club is back in action at the Champ this Saturday, October 18th. It's the final beer fest of the season. You won't want to miss out as the County boys take on Lou City. Head to orangecountysoccer.com/tickets to grab your tickets today. Orange County are trying to get their first win in the league since the middle of August. 9 games in a row without a win, 4 losses and 5 draws. Along the way, again, San Antonio is also winless in their last 3. Haven't scored in their last 3, and of course haven't scored yet tonight either. So the first goal could really be crucial with all of those things kind of being on the backs of both of these clubs at the moment. As you see there, a win for San Antonio, and they would clinch a berth to the playoffs after missing out last season. A draw, as it stands right now, would still clinch a playoff berth for El Paso Locomotive and would keep Oakland and Monterey Bay's playoff hopes just about alive going into Saturday. A lovely ball played in behind. Reese Buckmaster on the near side. Plays it to the edge of the 18-yard box where it's helped along. Orange County puts some pressure on, however, and Soto is dispossessed. Here's Kelly. Threading the needle up ahead to Chris Haggard, who strides forward for Orange County. Gets away from a challenge. Puts it in behind for Zubak. Chance for Mohamedou War, and the shot is saved by Sanchez. Hands on Orange County heads. San Antonio readying a couple of changes as Orange County win it back. Haggard is dragged down. Free kick.
Chris Haggard has changed the complexion of how Orange County attacked. Notice this touch, how he takes it centrally. That should be a card to Osorio. There's no intent on the ball, but really well done by Ward as he used the momentum to his favor to create a little bit of a window. But now you have to go far post. You need to open up your hips and notice how much Sanchez is favoring towards that near post and going back the other way. Haggard, clever, puts himself between him and Buckmaster, draws the foul. If I'm Danny Stone in Orange County, I'm having a conversation with Greg Dobka on the initial one from Osorio coming through the back of Haggard.
Double change for Carlos Llamosa and San Antonio. Juan Osorio and Alex Grieve are making way here. Lucio Beron and Kyle Linares are both entering the field of play with just under half an hour to go. Of course, remember, substitutions tonight are brought to you by MedEquip, turning setbacks into comebacks. Those are San Antonio's first changes of the night. Just in front of the Orange County technical area, Kelly will take the free kick. Flipping it into the mix there. Dolenmeyer using his height to head it clear. Only as far as Gumarayez, who resets the play for Stephen Kelly. Haggard into the middle, caught by Sanchez. Tenovich dwelled on that a bit and then gives it away to Hernandez. San Antonio looked to play their way in behind. Well, it looks like it was going to be an offside flag against Hawkinson, who wasn't paying attention, and that cost San Antonio a real chance.
Just a mental lapse from Hawkinson.
He was in one-on-one if he had stayed onside. And Orange County give it away again to Hernandez. And Hernandez's ball onto this near side is mopped up.
See Carlos Llamosa livid with Nicky Hernandez. No need to play that ball early. It's a 3v3. You slow it down, you make one of the Orange County defenders step in, and that's when you play it.
Haggard had the right idea, gives it away. And then San Antonio cannot take advantage. Getting towards who's going to step up territory for these two sides, with so much riding on the outcome for them and four other Western Conference teams watching: El Paso, Colorado Springs, Oakland, and Monterey Bay. All of their seasons also could hinge on the outcome of this game, particularly Oakland and Monterey Bay, of course. top looking for War. He's cut out, but he gets it back on the follow-up header. Kelly marauding forward, finds War on the far sideline. Guimaraes clipping it into the middle, was looking for Zubak. Haggard lays it off, and the shot is deflected, and Sanchez dives down, makes the save, and pushes it out for a corner when it looked like it may have snuck through.
Good positioning again from Haggard, as he has the ability to win this second ball. But this is some save from Richard Sanchez. Notice how quickly he gets down to his right-hand side, because he is beat. He's getting caught flat-footed right here. He's on his heels. The reaction, the athletic ability to keep this thing 0-0. Tremendous save from the experienced goalkeeper.
Hearts beating a little bit faster there in Oakland and in Seaside with that save. Orange County cannot take advantage from the ensuing corner. And San Antonio are going to get a free kick here. Pinto is going to be booked for halting the progress of Jorge Hernandez.
Pinto will take this foul. He's been really good in terms of his ground coverage, mucking up the game, putting out fires, not allowing Jorge Hernandez to get any sort of rhythm. Notice, starts on the top of the 18-yard box, about a 40, 50-yard run, like for like with Jorge Hernandez, and it's a foul. Did not have a transitional moment, deserving of a yellow card for Pinto.
Well, the only other yellow card of the night was handed out to Tristan Traeger, so Pinto's the only player on the field at the moment on a booking. Ball is scooped forward on the far side. It goes out of play. Another bit of sloppy play from San Antonio in the opposition half, and it's a giveaway. Orange County fans, you ready to lock in for 2026? Purchase your deposit towards a 2026 Orange County SC season membership and learn how you can receive exclusive benefits at orangecountysoccer.com/tickets today. San Antonio win the ball back here. Owen Shuttler makes a big save. Now both goalkeepers have come up big. Nicky Hernandez is thwarted and he's down hurt inside the penalty area after San Antonio's best chance of the night.
San Antonio's done a fantastic job at turning their defense into offense. Ability to read this for Nicky Hernandez. Just unable to really set his feet underneath him. Notice the amount of small steps. Just seemed really uncomfortable, unable to pick out a corner. A player of his quality, from about 13, 14 yards out, you should be finding a corner and giving San Antonio the lead.
Now concern on the face of Carlos Llamosa and San Antonio. Orange County already lost Tristan Traeger to an injury earlier, and now San Antonio and their supporters are worried about Nicky Hernandez here. Meanwhile, Danny Stone looks for reinforcements off the bench. Pinto and War are going to make way here for Orange County. Kevin Partida and Usman Silla are going to enter for Danny Stone's men here. Again, the substitutions are brought to you by MediQuip, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Smart subs for Danny Stone, as Pinto is on a yellow card. Man managing, not leaving yourself exposed to any disadvantage. Kevin Partida is going to give you experience. He's going to give you leadership in that central location next to Stephen Kelly. It's where Silla, ability to go 1v1, very similar type of profile of Cameron Dunbar. As Hawkinson goes down.
Yeah, Hawkinson is trying to stretch out away from where Hernandez just got up. Could be a couple of issues here for Carlos Llamosa with about 20 minutes plus stoppage time left. Well, as soon as we say that, Santiago Patino is getting ready here. And he is not the only one. Jimmy Madronda is going through his final preparations as well. Well, San Antonio do have 3 changes remaining. They're going to use 2 of them here. That is going to be it for Nicky Hernandez. Madronda will replace him. And that is also going to be that for Luke Hawkinson. And he'll be replaced by Santiago Patino.
Different type of profile. Santiago Patino versus Luke Hawkinson. A big physical number 9 Patino, ruthless and tenacious once again on the end of service. So expect him to throw his body around and occupy the 2 center backs of Orange County. As Madronda's almost a Swiss Army knife for San Antonio, the ability to play at every position on the field.
Madronda has 6 goal-scoring contributions this season, 2 goals, 4 assists. 2 more Metaquip changes, turning setbacks into comebacks. Again, Madronda and Patino on, Nicky Hernandez and Luke Hawkinson off. And the plot thickens with 19 minutes plus stoppage time left. Still very much hanging in the balance here in Irvine. Orange County win that ball back on the far side with Cameron Dunbar, the foul, free kick, and it's going to be a yellow card as well. And Soto is the guilty party. He'll be put into the book.
Just the amount of pace that Cameron Dunbar just pops out of nowhere. Good first touch to bypass. And again, clear yellow card as Soto denies the movement going forward.
Kelly, a burst. Zubak resets it back for Latenovic. Gets it back again from Silla. Kelly threads the needle for Guimaraes. Played up ahead for Cameron Dunbar. Dunbar lays it off, and it's poked just wide. Chris Hagart, nearly the moment for Orange County. It bounces agonizingly wide and out of play.
The recognition from Guimaraes here to play in between the lines, and now you allow the attacking players to be aggressive, but this touch from Chris Hagart is ridiculous. Out of his body, full steam, and it's almost a cheeky finish, not even a courtesy dive from Sanchez. He knows he is beat if that is on target. Nearly a fantastic goal for Orange County.
Chris Hagart continues to make a positive impact, to say the least, for Orange County, but we stay deadlocked at 0-0. Shuttler's ball over the top. Silla gives it a look here and does pick it up here for Orange County. Silla, in the end, is dispossessed. And then up the other end, Latenovic was held back. Foul and a free kick.
That last action for Orange County, the recognition of space from Guimaraes, a cut above his age. Just so smart how he unbalances that middle third of San Antonio and just being an outlet for Orange County.
Here is Guimaraes. Dunbar on the far side. Dunbar's cross into the middle. Sanchez dives and catches.
Again, very similar to what we saw in the first half. Left side of your screen, Ethan Zubak needs to get on his bike and just play off this blind side and slash towards that near post. just not enough proactive movement in two actions from the striker, because if you do, it's at the doorstep. It was a great ball in terms of location from Cameron Dunbar.
Here comes San Antonio. Jorge Hernandez threads it through. Madronda out wide. Neville lays it off for Soto. A switch onto this near side. And Buckmaster cannot push it past, but San Antonio will get the throw. Ticking down on the final 15 minutes here. Buckmaster will take the throw. Remember, if San Antonio wins, they clinch a playoff spot. So would El Paso. And in doing so, they would keep Monterey Bay and Oakland seasons alive. That attack fizzles out. It's cleared onto this near side and kept in by Zubac. Zubac follows up, but cannot get it back. Swahi. Cross, it goes all the way through, and San Antonio had a chance there in behind with Patino, but Shuttler is able to get there.
Maybe a bit too honest here from Santiago Patino. If he goes down, really asking questions of this back line of Orange County and Greg Dobka, because there is some contact there from Guimaraes on the back end of that.
Near side, Dogman. Forced to go back to the edge of the penalty area. Switch by Latenovic. Silla comes back to get it. A little push and a chase down the far side. Silla leaves it for Guimaraes. And Silla trying to slither his way through, nothing doing there. Guimaraes there in support. He'll switch the point of the attack. And it does find Dogman, who cannot keep the ball in play. You can hear Danny Stone say, press, move forward. And they do force a foul to be called here. Ball never stopped moving. It'll be taken again. I cannot overstate how important these last 12 minutes in stoppage time are to Orange County's season, frankly. Remember, if Orange County does not win tonight, it is out of their hands, at least for the next week. As far as that final playoff spot is concerned, the Switchbacks would have it under their own control, and if they were to win out, Orange County would not make the playoffs. This is Orange County's big chance to overtake the Switchbacks and get into the top 8 tonight with a win. Dunbar striding forward here. And the cross, did it take a deflection on the way through? It appears it did not, and it's a goal kick. Again, there's the live table. This was Orange County's game in hand tonight. They would stay in 9th. Oakland and Monterey Bay would stay alive. It would be in the Switchbacks' hands with 2 weeks to go. And to reiterate, by the way, if it's a draw tonight, San Antonio would not clinch, though they would get a point closer. El Paso would still clinch a playoff berth because Orange County will have dropped points. Dogman trying to slither it through, and faint appeals from Orange County for a penalty. Greg Dobka not interested. And it could be a chance for Patino to lead San Antonio up the other end. Certainly doesn't have the numbers, but he does get in behind. He commits a foul, Patino. Fouls Benalcazar, free kick Orange County. Benalcazar wants more energy from the champ fans here.
Type of striker that Santiago Patino is. Big, physical, wants to ride the line, but really well done from Benalcazar. Notice how he does not leave his feet, and when he takes that long touch, that's when he slides in. Good 1v1 positioning from the center back there. A little bit of passion shown as well.
We've had a few defensive moments tonight where the margins have been very fine. Another moment where the defender in this case is able to do the job in a spot-on manner. 10 minutes plus stoppage time left. Here is Hagar, who's been wonderful, particularly in this second half. And Alcazar has Guimaraes for company here at the halfway line. Guimaraes finds Hagar in a pocket of space here. Hagar for Dogman on the near side. Dogman for Kelly. And Kelly didn't have much to aim at there, but he puts it into the heart of the area anyway. And also follows up by committing a foul and alleviating the San Antonio pressure. Jorge Hernandez is back up onto his feet. Remember, Orange County are at home the rest of the regular season. They host Louisville this weekend. And they'll host Indy the week after that. Whether or not Indy is still in the playoff discussion by then, of course, is another matter. They have to beat Loudoun this weekend to try to keep pace with Detroit. And of course, San Antonio, they go to Phoenix, and then of course they play El Paso at home on the final night of the regular season. Again, you just saw there, if the result holds, San Antonio does not clinch, El Paso does. So they'll be 7 points clear of the 9th spot. And Monterey Bay and Oakland would stay alive as a yellow card comes out for that last sequence there.
Two center backs of San Antonio have been really good within their positioning. Dolan Meyer and Twahi stepping up and being aggressive, but late. Greg Dobka, give him credit as well. He's taking control of this game and not let it get out of hand, especially in that first half. There's some really physical challenges being thrown around.
Yellow card confirmed for Noah Dolan Meyer's challenge. Always wait confirmation when it comes to stoppage time, but it does feel like there could be a decent chunk of it. A couple of injury stoppages, a couple of moments where players have been talking to the referee and things of that nature. Ball's going to go out of play. Good effort. Try to keep it in by Ethan Zubak to no avail. Jorge Hernandez is able to clear it, but only as far as Nico Benalcazar. San Antonio forces it back to Shuttler, who clears it over the top. Dolan Meyer rises to meet it. Still a chance for someone to be a late hero here in Irvine. Dogman. Surging forward on this near side. Dogman fits the pass through. It's touched away. Buckmaster tries to keep it in play, but he cannot. He might be hurt. Orange County have a corner meanwhile.
For the amount of pressure that San Antonio has been under, their box defending has been impressive. And another reinforcement coming in for Carlos Llamosa.
Abdi Salim is going to come in. That is going to be it for Jorge Hernandez. Almost as if Carlos Llamosa's maybe okay holding on to a point. That would be maybe somewhat of a message received from this change. But a point means that San Antonio doesn't clinch tonight, but they'd be right on the doorstep of clinching. And actually now I wonder if Carlos Llamosa might rethink this, because Buckmaster was down hurt at the end of that play. Salim stays on the sideline here. Buckmaster is down again. And Carlos Llamosa might get a mulligan here as far as the player coming out. There's still communication, I think, coming between the fourth official and our head official, Greg Dobka, here, as to what San Antonio wants to do. Clearly, Buckmaster is struggling here. And we've just been told that it has been changed. That is it for Buckmaster. He cannot continue. Jorge Hernandez stays in. Abdi Salim replaces Buckmaster. Another Med-Equip substitution, turning setbacks into comebacks. That is it. San Antonio are out of substitutions. Stephen Kelly gets ready to take another City Side Fiber corner. Kelly has provided some solid service from set pieces for the most part tonight. And Greg Dobka wants a word. Tenovich and Patino are going nose to nose, if you will. Can Orange County find the breakthrough? From the corner, Sanchez punches it away. When Dobka actually gets in the way, the referee, of a potential follow-up. Let's see briefly the reaction from Danny Stone, and then Hernandez through Partida. That was given as a foul. Shuttler takes it quickly. Kelly striding forward into the space. Kelly's ball into the back, comes up short. Dolenmeyer clears. Chance to move it forward here for San Antonio, and then a foul is going to be called. Linares not able to move it forward, gives Orange County the ball back. Usman Silla, cross into the middle, is headed to the outskirts. Jorge Hernandez under some pressure here. Dolenmeyer is played out towards the far sideline. More Orange County pressure here. Dolenmeyer does get it away, but only as far as Kelly for a recycle. 2 minutes of normal time left. Now a chance for San Antonio. They win the ball back. Patino leads the break. There's white shirts flooding forward here. Orange County are stretched at the back, and they're able to clear it out for a corner. It'll be San Antonio's first corner of the night, as Orange County were nearly caught out. It'll be Carlos Llamosa's side's first crack at a corner here as we approach the 90th minute. And Danny Stone's not happy that San Antonio are taking their time to take this. Jorge Hernandez eventually moseys on over. Can Jorge Hernandez give San Antonio a chance to find the goal they need to clinch a playoff berth? From the corner, ooh, the header, it just went wide, maybe hit the post. The rebound is blocked away off the edge of the 6-yard line. Now San Antonio have to try to scramble back. Oh, they win the ball back here. There's still numbers. Madranda drags it wide.
Set
3
pieces,
chances.
when you're not creating through the run and play, nearly a ticket to the playoffs, kisses off that far post, and now just chaos ensues. Much like San Antonio in that first half, this time it's Orange County getting numbers behind the ball and almost playing like a brick wall in front of Shuttler. Madranda pulls it wide, but how that ball does not end in the back of the net is beyond me. Nearly a goal for San Antonio.
We're into 5 added minutes at the end of the game. Brought to you by Solfagari Law Firm. Orange County's cross into the middle. Again, Sanchez comfortably there. Zubak was the target. And now both teams have pulled off an incredible escape act defensively tonight. Where Sanchez made that key save off the ricocheted shot from Dogman and a couple other follow-up chances. Shuttler with the help of the post and a defender's block. And now Usman Silla is in for Orange County. He rounds the goalkeeper and scores. Usman Silla's first goal of the season may have just won it for Orange County and may have ended Oakland and Monterey Bay's seasons in one fell swoop in stoppage time. An incredibly dramatic late twist in Irvine.
Sometimes you just want it a little bit more. Notice where Silla starts his run. About a yard underneath this whole back line of San Antonio, and he just outruns 3 defenders. Then it comes down to his composure to pick up his head. See Sanchez off of his line, but notice how good this touch is right there. Around the corner, put it on target, and it's off to the corner to celebrate. Orange County deserving of the points here at home. And Silla is the difference.
That goal, Silla's first goal of the season, what a time to get it, puts Orange County into the top 8 in the USL Championship's Western Conference. It puts the Switchbacks in 9th, and as it stands, it knocks Oakland and Monterey Bay out. San Antonio and El Paso may both have to wait. Orange County are going to make a couple of changes here. Ashton Miles, Tyson Espy, both coming in. That's going to be it for Chris Hagar. It's also going to be that for Cameron Dunbar, who of course was a substitute himself. Of course, this is more of a defensive move tactically for Danny Stone to try to hold on to this precious 1-0 lead. By the way, it also could be the goal that finally ends this long 9-game run without a win for Orange County. 2 more Metaquip changes, turning setbacks into comebacks. Both teams are out as subs. San Antonio almost out of time. The USL Championship delivers the late drama again. San Antonio looked like they were going to take the lead at one end, only for Usman Silla to potentially steal all 3 points up the other end. There is still time for San Antonio to rescue something here. Madranda's ball into the penalty area is headed towards the edge of the 6. Dollenmeyer commits a foul, trying to get his head onto it. Free kick. We should mention as well that Usman Silla did pick up a yellow card for taking his shirt off in celebration.
Gladly accept it.
Not too many people will care about that. This will be sent forward by Shuttler. 5 minutes are up. It's up to Greg Dopka how much longer we continue. Ooh, and I think there was a coming together away from the ball here. I think the referee Greg Dopka spotted that before the ball was kicked. So Colin Shuttler will retake the free kick. Silla again trying to work his way in behind. And then it's a really poor challenge from Zubak. He obviously did that to stop San Antonio. He is yellow carded. Anything to break up the play at this point. Orange County desperate to hold on here. That's going to roll out of play. Throw in for the hosts. There was so many times tonight, whether it was for San Antonio or in particular for Orange County, where it just didn't seem like it was going to happen. So many close calls. But Usman Silla has potentially provided the pivotal late blow here. In stoppage time, there is still time for San Antonio. However, they get a free kick here. They can push just about everybody forward. I wonder if Richard Sanchez might make the run up as well, the goalkeeper, as Jorge Hernandez readies one last chance. Can Orange County hold on? It's played short for Madranda, who clips it into the area. Was there a foul there? It's headed square, and the header goes out of the area as the full-time whistle goes. A pivotal victory for Danny Stone and for Orange County. Usman Silla is the winner. Orange County defeats San Antonio at the death to jump into the top 8 in the USL Championship playoffs. Oakland and Monterey Bay's seasons are over. El Paso and San Antonio will both have to wait to clinch a playoff berth, and it's in Orange County's hands over the last 2 weeks of the regular season. The switchbacks of the team that will now need help. And our Mas Plus by Messi Miami man of the match is Usman Silla. His first goal of the season wins it for Orange County, who are back on track to make the playoffs. An incredible finish here in Irvine. Orange County win for the first time since August 16th. And they're back in the top 8 after an incredibly dramatic late twist in California.
At the Pickup Family Neurosciences Institute, we function as a unit. Neurosurgery and neurology, physical medicine and rehab, physical therapy. It's patient-focused, patient-centered care. The future of the neurosciences at Hoag is filled with promise. We are at the cusp of incredible advancements and innovations that are truly going to transform medical care and its delivery. Patients don't just get a doctor when they come to Hoag, they get Team Hoag.
I'm Jay, and as founder of Omega, I understand that as a business owner, you've got a lot in your mind. Let the tax credit ninjas at Omega get you the money. It's rightfully yours. It's not too late to score big on tax credits, but you gotta act fast.
Why is Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? It's because we only bottle the best alpine spring water, less than 1.5 miles from the natural spring source. And we're committed to preserving and managing those springs to ensure that they stay pristine. So when you want the best water nature has to offer, the choice is crystal clear. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Always bottled at the natural spring source.
Sean St. Jacques, Ricky Lopez, Espen back here with you. Live table in the Western Conference of the USL Championship. Oakland and Monterey Bay officially eliminated from playoff contention. Orange County back into the top 8. And now it's the Switchbacks, the champions on the outside looking in. They'll be in need of some help in the final 2 weeks of the season. There's your hero. Usman Silla is the match winner in Irvine tonight. We dive into the full-time match highlights. We begin with Chris Hagart leading Orange County forward.
In the second half, Chris Hagart was the best player on the field with the ability to pick apart this back line of San Antonio as Dunbar takes this touch horizontally. Sanchez, give credit to the goalkeeper, was fantastic in between the sticks for San Antonio, but this action, you need to pull the trigger right here. As Sanchez comes off of his line, it's clear save from the goalkeeper. Again, going back the other way, Chris Hagart again involved. Ethan Zubak makes this run as he peels out, opens up the space for War. And now you need to go far post as you use momentum to your favor to create a little bit of a window. Just unable to find that final bit of class for San Antonio.
Well, these highlights brought to you by Omega County. We jump ahead to the 67th minute. Yeah, it just felt like Orange County were getting closer and closer as the half moved along. But then San Antonio got a big chance.
Nicky Hernandez is going to want this opportunity back. Just notice how many little steps he takes approaching the ball, not able to set his feet. He saved in the end. First shot, but give credit to Danny Stone. Dipped into his bench, and they provided an impact. Still about 5 yards off of the shoulder of every single San Antonio defender, and it comes down to his pace, his class, and his composure to wrong foot and wrap around Sanchez. And it's an easy finish for a player of his quality.
First goal of the season for Usman Silla in the USL Championship. It's a match winner as we look at the Hogue full-time match stats. The game really opened up in the second half. A lot of chances for both teams. Silla's was the decisive moment.
It's what we expected coming to a game like this with two teams that needed these 3 points.
And it could be tough now for San Antonio. They go to Phoenix next. Orange County hosts Louisville at the weekend. We were wondering if a decisive moment was going to come here in Irvine tonight. The unlikeliest of heroes, really, when you look at the stats. Usman Silla emerges in stoppage time to win it for Orange County. They have it in their own hands in the last 2 weeks of the regular season in the USL Championship. For Ricky Lopez, Espen, and our entire crew, Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Irvine. Orange County wins it in dramatic fashion.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.